Yes, so I'm like, this man. So I'm not really sure that my dad is going to be aware about just my mom, she was so worried. Even myself that was being on the job, anytime I go to the field, go to that community and come back, I'm always crying. I'm like, God, am I progressing or am I going backward? But then I took that job because I needed to clear up the mess on ground. Like I just had to rise to the occasion. And believe me, I was, even though I wasn't happy about the job, but I derived some satisfaction whenever I go to the field and I see those farmers and they are so happy. In fact, sometimes they even give me fish, and I was so happy. I was always making posts about those things. Sometimes they were even, I feel like, this is even adventurous. And you know why my mom was so worried? Because I'm someone that I'm very scared of water. I don't know how to swim. Me and water, we know they grew. So, and me going to work in the community, yeah, it's river right. I would have to. One of those occasions that I even almost drowned. In fact, it was some of my colleagues that because I had an assistant program manager and I had a field lead and I had about 21 field assistants. It's a very big team, and so, but what can I say? I almost drowned with my laptop and everything, and but Alhamdulillah, we scaled through. And in fact, I had an occupational hazard from that job. I had serious back and waist pain, and yeah, which is part of the reason why later, even though they wanted to expand the project, I just had to take a step back and take care of myself. But at that point, I'd already cleared the Mason Grant, and yes, I now relaunched my products. I started Sophie Foods. I had to launch it again, and since then till now, it's been Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Like, when you have a lot of things, you wake up, you have food, you have light, um, you are not in the sick bed, you're not even in the prison, and you just feel like you deserve it, or you don't think it's a privilege, you don't think it's the mercy of God. What would happen if all that was taken away from you? How would you? Oh, I'll tell you, when I cut my hair, I still have those pictures. You see them. I'll show you. I'll show the pictures to you guys. So once in a while, I just go back and I look at myself. I'm like, Sophia, my hair, precious God, my hair is so important to me. But I have to do away with it. But that's life. So sometimes life just throws lemons at you where you are expecting maybe strawberries. And what do? Just make lemonade out of them. And you keep that positivity, strategize, look for how to navigate through. You look at the resources you have at hand and look at what are the ones that are scarce that you think you need to outsource to meet your desired goal. I'm not a motivational speaker, but just that sometimes I do a lot of self reflection. And yeah, I might be someone that maybe naturally I'm quick to react on things, but when I sleep over things a lot and I reminisce through the whole day, my activity. In fact, I could even sometimes backwards to like a week, 3 days ago, and I'll come back and like, oh, mistake, I think you could have done better than this, you could have done better than that. And yes, I've been looking at my life from when I clocked 30 till now, and I can say, Alhamdulillah. It's not that rosy, but I can tell you for sure, God has stood by me. It's just been God. Like, and yes, that grit, that tenacity to not give up, to just keep pushing, grinding, because your eyes is on the goal. Your eyes is just on the goal and nothing else. It's not easy, but if you want to sit down and focus on the reasons why this can happen, you see lots of them. But if you now focus on the reasons why you think they can happen, you'll be able to see how to navigate through. Definitely. So if you focus on yeah, I'm very realistic, even though I'm an optimist, but I can be very realistic sometimes. So, but You also want to take calculated risk in all your endeavors. Yes, and what can I say? Life is just life. The wind of destiny can't always blow cold on you. Sometimes it blows very cold, sometimes it blows very hot. There's always going to be a balance because it's going round. So when it's blowing cold, you tend to enjoy it and look forward to when it's going to be hot and prepare for it. So that when it's hot, you'll be like, oh, okay, you already have your armor in place and you wear the armor and persevere through that period until it blows cold. Again, that's life. Life is sweet and sour. If it's not sour, how do you know that it was sweet? How do you enjoy it? How do you even give credit? How? How do you even measure that there was a time it was sweet if there isn't a mix of this and that? Right? So this is me just talking through the Chronicles of Sophie. This is the journey to 35. I have no like rubbing around me. It's been a lot. Like I have so much I wanted to say, but I just let me just share this part today. Like it's not easy. You know, where you go from 100 to 0. Yeah, it was 100 to 0. I went back to nothing. I started doing small, small jobs. I started posting. I just need to make ends meet. And I'm just a person that I'm very independent. Naturally, like I grew up like a very independent person. So even when my dad maybe saw one of the videos and was asking me like, Beauty, why didn't you tell me? We can sort this out. I was like, that, no, let me handle this. I don't want to do this myself. The only person that I allowed to support me was my mom. This man should just let me beat. She just allowed me because I was very as in I can't express what I felt that moment because I think I did everything right. And it was a calculated risk. Right. Like I had everything in place. I had all the T's and the dots. I've dotted all of them. So I was just speechless. I don't even know why I don't know whether I would say I was alarmed. I was confused. Maybe confused was the word, right? Because I don't know what to say, but I was just lost. I wasn't even angry, but even in the midst of all that, I was strategizing. How do I move out from here? How do I move from here? How do I move from here? How do I move from here? And yes, I did by cutting down my expenses, selling off a few other things that I have, and starting afresh, taking up small, small menial jobs and all that. You wouldn't imagine. I don't even want to talk about those kind of jobs, but Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Yeah, this is Chronicles of Sophie. And excuse me, I'm going to be sharing more of this with you guys in the coming days until I clock 35 for the 29th of November, inshallah. So stay with me. This is Chronicles of Sophie.